Hi YouTube, welcome to my channel, Iron Sharpens Iron. Today's topic is a little heavy, however, I think it's very necessary. And what it is the topic is, do you have your affairs in order? What am I talking about? What I'm talking about is, do you have insurance, adequate insurance? Do you have a revocable living trust and a will? And do you have perhaps death and burial insurance in place, like a dignity policy? Now, an insurance policy, why is that important? On a previous video, I talked about a scripture that I found in the Bible that says, a good man or woman leaves an inheritance for their children's children. So that being said, it is not the correct thing to do to leave our loved ones saddled with debt in the event of our passing. So that's why it's important to have insurance. Secondly, the Revocable Living Trust. What is that? It is an estate planning tool that spells out exactly what you want your loved ones to do with your property after your passing. Now, while you're alive, you can change it as your situation changes. Okay? And why is that better than having a will? Well, if you have a revocable living trust, in the event of your passing, your estate does not have to go into a lengthy and expensive probate process through the courts. Your beneficiaries do not have to pay inheritance tax on what they receive in your after your passing. So that's why it's important to have a revocable living trust. And what is in your revocable living trust? Your home, investment properties, your brokerage accounts, your savings accounts, your retirement accounts, jewelry, your vehicles, cash, any cash that you have on hand. And who takes care of that once you pass? That would be a trustee that you assign. Another thing is not only having these documents, but having someone know where the documents are. So for instance, my cousin is my trustee. I have two of my cousins who are my trustees. In the event of my passing, they know where the documents are, and they're responsible for making sure that my wishes are fulfilled after I pass. Another policy that I have is called a dignity policy. Years ago, my mom and I decided that we wanted to pay for our burial policies in advance. So in, again, the event of my passing, and because I travel a lot, I added an extra little rider on my policy that in the event I am on holiday and I pass away, there's an 800 number on there, the funeral parlor. They just call that number and they are responsible for coming, getting my body and bringing it back to the United States and taking it where is specified in that policy. So ladies and gentlemen, that being said, I challenge you to really look and see if your affairs are in order. To get a living trust, mine was like $500 to put together. Not expensive at all. And I tell you what, I would never want to have any of my family members worry or be concerned with trying to figure out what my wishes and my desires were. That being said, consider getting life insurance. Consider putting your affairs in order, i.e. a living trust and a will. And also consider getting a dignity policy or a death and burial policy. Very, very, very inexpensive. And for that policy, you could pay payments. That being said, thank you for stopping by my channel, Iron Sharpens Iron. And if you would, please like, share, and subscribe. I thank you. Have a great evening.